All right, this question comes from Roger from Annapolis, Maryland. I think he's in the Navy.
I'm down.
Roger wants to know if you meet a couple or anybody for play, who pays for the meal, who pays for the room, just who pays? Who's supposed to pay?
I would say if you're going out for drinks, I would say if the couple drank less than the single, he pays because he drank more.
You're wrong. I looked it up, Lauren. I looked it up in the ASA guidelines. Here are the actual rules as listed. If a couple is meeting another couple, the couple with the closest upcoming birthday pays the bill. If it's a male, female, male, then the shortest male should pay the bill showing submission. If it's a unicorn situation or a male, female, female, I agree with ASA here. Technically, they're not in an ethical, non-monogamous relationship. They're coming into our world. They're lucky. You're welcome. Pay up, bitch.
Throw your card down.
And if it's two women, they can wrestle for it.
Oh, I like that
Yeah,
one.
that's even better. I'd like to see that. In 60 seconds, we'll be back with life-changing information.
So if you know, you know.
If I know what?
Bikini Addiction knows.
They know what?
They know that the pineapple is a sign.
But some people don't know that that's a sign of the lifestyle.
Yeah, so what they did is they took that pineapple and they got a bright yellow fabric with purple pineapples upside down, some of them, and they made neon pineapple into a bikini for you.
So what you're saying is if buy the public pool because maybe you don't have a lot of money because you spend it all on bikinis
Yes.
and you go to the public pool with your 9 children, most of them swinger babies, and you are in the lifestyle. You're sitting by the pool and they see this pattern. They think,
I'm going to go up and flirt with her and see.
But on the same aspect, if one of those people at the public pool are like, oh, that's a cute bikini, to them, that's all it is.
They don't know.
So if you know, you know. Bikini Addiction knows. What don't the people know about how to get one on their tush?
So you know, go to bikiniaddiction.com, get your neon pineapple, and save 10% with promo code ROOM77 at checkout.
Did anybody come for transformation?
77 is how it is said in British English. 77. Although in American English it would be pronounced as 77. 77. 77. And now you know.
All right, Lauren, the recording button has been pressed. So that means we have to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about one of my favorite things, drugs. And our sponsor is drugs.
Thank you, drugs.
Shivers.
Yes,
Let me tell you a little
Shivers.
story about Shivers.
Go ahead.
And you're going to love this because you were there. Shivers is usually the people who bring us THC in candy form. That's how I say it. We were at a friction party, my old stomping ground. We, for the first time in a long, long time, had to pull an all-nighter. And I mean an all-nighter. My balls were on the floor. They were dragging. Shivers saved my life.
Oh my God.
So they came out with this new psilocybin, psilocin, derived from mushrooms.
Yes. Yeah, it's psilocybin is what's in mushrooms, and then your body converts that to psilocin. The psilocin is what's in the Shivers mushroom version.
All right, now let me tell you what these little Smurf houses did for me. Yes. They don't get you high. That's not really...
That's not what it's about. It's a microdose.
It wakes you up. It gives you energy. It gives you clarity. And when I heard it, I was like, nah, bullshit. I have Adderall for that.
Same with me.
Yeah,
I was absolutely the same way.
And I downed one of these and I got through that night with absolute ease.
It was crazy. I was looking around like we had gone back to grab like some snacks or something. I'm like, oh my God, honey, it's 3:00.
You, at about 3, were like, do you want to go back up?
Yeah, I did. I totally did.
I'm like, are you insane?
I'm just going to change my shoes, babe.
Yeah. So I want, if you're not into the THC thing, but you are into staying awake and being absolutely clear, it's also the other thing, it brings out your senses a little bit. So like the colors are a little cool and the sound's a little cool. Like it was just cool. Tell them about it and then tell them where they can get it. I'm going to go back to watching porn.
Okay. Well, the good thing about this one as compared to THC is it's not detectable in drug tests. And they do also contain the vasodilators, which are in the other Shivers, which have THC. It's the same vasodilator, which that's what gives you those tingles. That's what gets the blood flowing and down to your, parts more. What I love about this is it's the clarity connects the brain to the orgasm. So that's what I love about it too. And if you want to get yours this month, we're going to be doing 20% off just from Room 77 with promo code SHROOMS77. Go to shivers.store and you can put in that promo code, buy your shrooms, wake up and keep partying.
These are safe. They're legal. No problem. Now we're going to tell you about the kind not so safe, not so legal. Drugs. A lot of people have a misconception of the drugs, or they are just in complete denial of the drugs.
Right.
Muchacho, we're recording. Stop scratching yourself. Save it for later. He's on a lot of drugs. It makes him really scratchy. Now, where are you going, Muchacho? Oh, he's so high.
He ate all the shivers.
He just literally just went into the other room. He's heard this podcast too many times, just like everybody else. So tired of it.
Oh, God. He's like, and peace out.
We get a lot of reactions. I partake in the drugs. You also partake in the drugs. And the truth is, a lot of people in the lifestyle, whether they admit it or not, are also partaking in the drugs. I think one of the things that a lot of people don't know that were probably like me are like, oh my God, you're going to die.
Exactly.
So
or you're a drug addict.
Yeah. And the reason that we did it is because we just didn't like drinking anymore. It just made us really feel really, really crappy, as it should, because it's poison.
I don't know that thing, prohibition. They were on to something.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't about being yay for health.
Yeah,
but
it sometimes falls under the radar that alcohol is poison. So here's the thing. What we wanted to do is go over most of the popular drugs that are used in the lifestyle so you don't have a misconception, or you know exactly what the dangers are and what the rumors are and what you should do if you do decide to partake. We are not condoning, we're not saying that it's a great thing to do, but we do think it's really smart to be educated, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of pseudo pharmacists out there at parties that walk up to you and they're like, well, what you need to do is take 2.3 milliliters, but only if you didn't take fish oils today.
I didn't, but I had salmon at dinner.
I wouldn't touch it then.
Lollipop. Those are going to be a 0.5 microdose.
Don't use a plastic straw. Use a metal straw. I find that the plastics get infused into my bloodstream and really, really fuck with my high.
But if you're going to use a plastic straw, what I suggest is also taking it through your butt.
Or do it off a toilet seat. I find that the organic fecal matter really induces a high. Do you want to go to the bathroom now?
No, this is good. I think people need to know, because I too was like you. I was afraid of the drugs, except for marijuana, because it seems like that's the okay drug to do. And that's not considered a drug anymore, right?
But some people, believe it or not, have a worse reaction to THC than they do to a lot of these other drugs that they seem are a lot harsher, or would seem a lot, quote unquote, deadlier than they have to regular THC. A lot of people get paranoid with THC, which in fact doesn't happen with a lot of these other drugs. They get really, really terrified that they're going to get paranoid like they get when they take THC.
Right.
And I think using you is the best, because
I love being used.
Oh my God, you love being used. And you do so many drugs.
Oh God.
I mean, so many. Let's go through the ones that we're going to cover in these, and then we'll go back and learn everybody. We are going to cover ketamine, or K, or special K. If you call it special K, by the way, don't do that. GHB, or a lot of people call it just G. I also saw the names in the internet as Liquid X or Georgia Homeboy, which I've never seen before.
Oh, okay.
We're going to cover 2C and 2CB. Now, a lot of people think that that's the same drug. It is not. They are two completely different things, but they are both popular inside of the lifestyle. Obviously, we're going to cover MDMA and Molly. Again, they're very, very similar, but not the same drug. We're going to cover cocaine, a.k.a. coke, blow, snow, rails. You know, a lot of names for that one. Been around for a really long time.
What about mushrooms?
Yeah, we will, sort of. I mean,
in a way,
because
a lot of people are microdosing them now.
Yeah, but in a way, they've been around forever. It's not, they're sort of organic-y. I've never heard he died from mushrooms. People have had bad trips.
Ayahuasca, are we doing that?
Nope.
Okay.
No one is going to a jungle and throwing up.
Okay.
So let's start with probably the most popular one, which is ketamine.
Oh, I was going to say Molly.
I guess Molly. Molly, you want to start with Molly?
Yeah, it's the most popular, I think.
When we first did MDMA, we took the grains out of the actual pill, and we did like one grain at a time and spent the first 45 minutes going, do you feel anything?
It was so scary.
Do you feel, let's take another grain.
I think I feel something. Do you feel something?
Yep. And I spent 45 minutes feeling absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah.
What a waste.
It was silly.
What is the difference between MDMA and Molly? Lauren, go.
Molly has other stuff in it, and MDMA is pure. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Molly can come in like a pill. It can be mixed with some other stuff. So it can have some, what's it called?
Preservatives.
A bunch of caffeine in it. It could have some sort of methamphetamine in it, something to keep you up. It could just be mixed with God knows what. MDMA is just the pure form of the dreamy, floaty feeling. So what feeling do you get? And then we'll go over the side effects. What feeling do you get when you do MDMA?
A sort of a dissociative, very tingly, enhances all of your sensory stuff. You want to be very touchy. Everything is like louder and more intense. Like the lights are more intense. The music's more intense.
Yeah, sometimes your libido gets enhanced, your emotional connection is enhanced, your sensory is enhanced, all of those things. Now, MDMA on its own, pretty much 100% safe. It's when you start going into the Molly ecstasy area, when you don't really know what it's mixed with, that's when you have to just be a little bit careful what you're mixing it with.
You do want to know your dosage, and this is an important thing. Like you don't want to know how much you're taking and
hydration. It's one of those things where people have literally just felt thirsty, and they keep drinking water over and over, and they have drowned themselves because they've overhydrated themselves. And that's a real thing. Not that that's probably going to happen. That's probably because you've dosed yourself way too much.
Right.
To follow correct hydration rules, and you should be fine. You can snort it. You can take it as a pill. You can mix it in water, and also use Lauren's advice. You could also take it anally. If you need her for that, just text us.
Yeah, it is a rapid releaser of your serotonin. That's what happens.
Yeah. So then the side effects, the next day, you feel like you want to cry at everything. This is a true story that I tell a lot of people. Is the reason that I won't do it as often anymore is because one time I took it on a Saturday night and I had an amazing time. The next day, woke up and I was watching football, Go Birds. They made an amazing play and there was like this really awesome team camaraderie thing. I was a mess. I started crying. Not a good sign.
Not normal.
Your serotonin's a little off. Should not be crying during football.
That's awesome.
All right, let's get into K. Ketamine, which is an actual pharmaceutical substance. It can be snorted. It can be injected. It can be in lozenges.
I know spray is really popular.
Again, it gives you that sort of euphoric, trippy, detached feeling. Again, I've never been paranoid on it. The one thing about K is if you do dose too much, you wind up in a K hole. Now, I'm a fan of holes.
You are.
Do not want to be in a K hole. They are not fun.
I'll hug you through it, the last one.
Yeah, but they're just not fun to be in. You're just sitting there like talking to the drapes. It's just...
Everyone's watching.
Yeah, it's just not a great place to be in.
There's no one here, Richard.
Now, the thing is about K, also everybody should know, is it's like you're not going to die on K. It's not something you're going to take an overdose. People say, well, Matthew Perry died on K. He didn't die on K. He drowned. The water killed him. The same thing is if you are alone and you pass out on K, you can vomit and drown on your own vomit. There's a rumor out there that if you mix K with alcohol that you're going to die. That's not true. It's not instant death. You may black out, which would make you fall possibly into water and die. But it's now prescribed to some people.
I think it's relatively on the safer side of them. It's hard to kind of overdose on that.
Yeah, again, you have to watch your dosage and you have to remember that dosing is really, really, really important. It just is. It's just like I made that mistake. I went back up to the room after I just did it. I was like, just do one more.
Right.
And that was the end of that night.
I know a couple of friends, more than one friend, that have been like, I did a line of K and I thought it was cocaine. And that is not a good thing. So make sure your white powders are labeled.
That's an important lesson. Another popular one that's popular, but I haven't seen it too much, is 2C. There's 2C and there's 2CB. They're two completely different drugs. They're spelled differently. They sound the same, but they're two completely different drugs.
And I didn't know this.
I'm about to tell you.
I don't even know what that's in the stuff.
Okay, so 2C is a cornucopia of who knows.
More than two things?
Yeah. 2C is a mixture usually of MDMA. You could throw caffeine in there, cocaine in there, tramadol in there,
ketamine,
cat hair, sugar, salt, beach sand, and then they put pink food coloring in.
Yeah, I thought it was Nesquik.
Who knows? It looks pretty, but you look at it and you're like, hey, that looks cool.
That looks fun.
That's pretty. I want the pretty one. It's kind of a roll of the dice. So it's really important to test that one because...
It's all the things.
Yeah, it's like chef's surprise. Gives you sort of the same feeling as K, but a little bit more...
Awake.
Trippy and awake. Yeah. 2CB is just a psychedelic drug. It's an actual chemical compound that is almost like microdosing mushrooms.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with cocaine. It doesn't have anything to do with any of that. It's just a psychedelic drug that's in synthetic form.
Oh.
So it's almost like a synthetic mushroom.
Okay. Which is the best for sex?
All of them, Laura. All of them are better for sex.
Okay.
But that's where Trimix comes in. All right. Then the last two are probably the most dangerous for two different reasons. We'll go with the least dangerous first, which is everybody's favorite, cocaine.
Cocaine.
Now, cocaine is amazing. And I'll tell you how I know. First time we did cocaine, someone offered to us. We'd never really done any drugs in our life. And I was like, I don't know. I'm really apprehensive. And we did a tiny, tiny little line. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be into this. Within 20 minutes, I was like, this is my new hobby.
You're a dancing fiend.
I love cocaine. I want to create a company called Cocaine. This is all I want to do for the rest of my life. Who else here has cocaine? I need to be your best friend. And all we need to do is cocaine.
Oh, God.
Now, this is the danger as well.
Right.
And the reason that cocaine is dangerous is because it is highly addictive. Because of that feeling is the thing that makes it so absolutely dangerous.
And it's fast, right? It wears off quickly. So you're like, I need more now. I need more. Let's do more.
But that feeling you get addicted to and you get attached to, and you need more now, you need more.
Right.
And it is something that you have to be really, really careful of. You have to be really, really conscious of. But there is no denying that when you do it, you're like, I am the fucking king of the world.
Listen to these jokes.
Yeah. Never stop talking. A lot of times you do cocaine, you're 10 minutes into a conversation, you realize, oh, I'm fucking high on cocaine because I haven't stopped talking. And this person has just been staring at me.
Like nodding.
Yeah, looking for a gap to just leave. And they can't because I haven't shut up.
Not even taking a breath.
They're just nodding. Right. So there is this one thing, mixing cocaine with alcohol can mix inside of your body that is toxic. It can give you a heart attack. It can also create a little bit of paranoia. The come down isn't really, really great. It also kills your erection. Most of these kill your erection or kill any sort of sensitivity in your body, which is also not great for the lifestyle. Not a great trade-off. All right. And then the last one also done is GHB. Now, GHB is better known as the Cosby drug.
Yes.
And a Cosby drug is the liquid that he, not allegedly, because he was arrested for it, that he used. What it does, it just makes you feel, again, floaty, a sense of euphoria. It's a little liquid that you put in drinks and you drink it down. Just a little tiny bit. It tastes like absolute shit. So you got to usually mix it with something, whatever tasty beverage. That choice is up to you.
It does make you horny, though.
I think it raises your libido a bit because it definitely has a feeling of letting go a lot. It just gives you that feeling of just floating and feeling all of the feels. Downside is that the dosage is really, really narrow.
Yeah.
You do too much and you'll just black out.
Yeah.
Worse, in a horrible scenario, it can put you into a coma. Like this is probably the most dangerous one. Like if you overdose. So people will sometimes say, as far as G goes, let's just do a capful. A cap of what?
Kind of cap?
What kind of cap?
A water bottle cap? A Pepsi cap?
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
Yeah. So don't listen to these pharmacists out there that are just like, just do it. You know, there's eyedroppers that have actual measurements. And if you're listening to me and you are going to do this stuff, I wouldn't start personally with anything more than 1 milliliter in that little eyedropper. That's what I would start with. And then don't do any more for at least an hour.
It's
powerful.
It's powerful. Yeah.
And the other thing is with G that's really, really, really important is G is probably the only one there. You do not mix it with anything. Nothing. If you're going to do G, you don't do anything else.
You don't drink. You don't do anything.
There's these really great tests over at DanceSafe. You can pick up strips for fentanyl, and you can also look at this chart. These charts are called DanceSafe Drug Interaction Chart. It's color-coded.
It's awesome.
Yeah, for dummies like me. And it's red for dangerous, don't mix it, yellow for caution, and green for go fucking have fun. Also the strips. You know, anything time you're going to get a drug and you want to test it like a powder thing, there's these fentanyl. They're strips. They're cheap. And I just want to straighten this out too. The news out there advertises a lot of things like fentanyl this, fentanyl that. Fentanyl is not a poison that they're putting out there to kill the world. Fentanyl is a drug that's used in surgery to this day in ERs. It's something that hospitals use. It's not something that they're putting in drugs to kill people. The problem with fentanyl in and of itself isn't necessarily dangerous. It's the dosage that's dangerous. And when you get too much of it, it can flatline you. What you want to do is if you find something, anything that has fentanyl in it, you're just staying on the safe side and just not taking it all. What does that mean? That means that if something has fentanyl in it, does it mean that it will kill you? No. What it does mean, though, it has it in there. It has the potential to be dosed improperly.
Right.
That can kill you. So don't even take the chance.
Right.
If there's fentanyl in there, just don't even fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's all.
It goes in the trash and then you text your drug dealer and tell him that he's bad.
Now, I want my money back, which they always respond to well.
A refund.
I'm reporting you to the Better Business Bureau.
Bad Yelp review.
So make sure you test. It's cheap, it's fast, it's easy, and stay safe. And last but not least, if you do decide to do any of these substances, Be the person, grab some Narcan. It's something that is easily available and it saves lives because not everybody is going to test. And if that ever happens, God forbid, Narcan is something that can take you from flatline back to life.
Yeah, you can buy it at CVS, literally behind the regular counter. It's not even a pharmacy. You don't need a prescription for it. Just go to CVS. It's right there behind the counter.
It's not a bad thing to just have laying around.
Absolutely.
I wear it on a holster.
2 snow sprays for you, sir.
Yeah, I wear a big N on my chest.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah, that's what you do. I administer it through my penis first. They don't know that the N stands for necrophilia. I don't really want you to pull through. You're fine. She's fine.
She's still breathing.
She's barely breathing. I know.
It's so hot.
Oh, yeah.
My word of caution would be like, I know we always like to make decisions on the fly, but if someone's running around the party and they have an eyedropper and they're like, do you want some? The answer is no.
No.
Because you don't make decisions to do drugs on the fly. That's just the end of it. If you want to do something for the evening, make sure you're not doing the other things and check your little chart.
Again, we're not telling you to do drugs. We are telling you that you're way more fun when you do them.
Look at everyone around you who's on them and how much fun they're having.
No, that's not true. But we are telling you that we do get a lot of questions and there's a lot of things that people don't really understand about them. And I think there's also a lot of denial out there. And there's a lot of
unnecessary judgment
that people look at that world, put a judgment on it, especially when they're looking through certain eyes and don't realize that there is a way to be able to do things in a responsible way and have a good time and not be a complete idiot and be irresponsible.
Right.
And I'll say this, just because it's true. I can look at parties and see people who have taken in way too much alcohol. And they look like a mess.
Absolutely.
And the truth is in many senses, whether they're being carried out or whether they're falling all over themselves,
throwing up in
a pool, they have overdosed. There's no other way to put it. You have taken a chemical and you have put it into your body to the point where your body cannot function anymore. There is no way to say, well, it's just alcohol and judge that person in a different way. It's just not right. So again, whatever you decide to do it responsibly. Make sure you are safe.
Yes, very important.
Make sure, remember how you feel is going to depend on how you dose. It's going to depend on how you feel is going to depend on what you've mixed it with that night. How you feel also depends on what your mood is that night.
Yep.
It's not the same for everybody.
How much you ate.
The kind of drug is going to be how you feel. So whatever it is you want to feel is not our responsibility. Whatever happens to you, not our responsibility. Just be safe. We still think you're cool if you don't do it. You're just not as fun.
Tonight I'm gonna feel alive.
All right, Lauren, it's me, Richard.
Yes, Richard?
You're next to me.
All the time.
Every day. See your face, staring back at me, judgment and sadness.
A little bit of filler.
The filler helps. It does. But what really gets me through the days is the upcoming party that we have with our real friends in Isla Mujeres.
Wait, am I not a real friend?
You're my best friend. You're also really judgy. What month is it? August. And that means closer to sin. It's not too late to go. The best party. If you've heard that there's another party in Cancun that has anything to do with lifestyle, they're lying.
Big fat liars.
Fake news.
Yes.
The whole island is hot people that swing.
Young.
Oh my God. So young and hot.
Yeah.
And so chill and so laid back. Basically free.
Yeah.
I don't even think we charge.
No.
Basically.
A party on a tiny little island. Go to room77events.com or room77life.com. Always click down in the show notes. We have everything there for you. Come over and party with us. You can stay at Overflow if you want and don't have to come for the whole thing. And that's the best part. So don't miss out. Come to the island, experience the paradise, maybe experience Richard.
Maybe. But after you hear this story I'm about to tell, maybe not. So I broke my own rules, Lauren, and this is where the thing that is posted at the top of our little podcast where it says, the best advice you should never use. This advice I'm about to tell you, you should use because I fucked up. After years and years and years, you have to remember that you're still susceptible to the same mistakes as even a newbie.
Richard, we know you get caught up in stuff. You have catfish stories galore.
I am easily swayed. I sometimes get a little emotional.
It's so funny to hear you talk about lifestyle stuff with a singular pronoun.
Because you were not part of this mistake. You have a different personality than I do. I'm overthinking everything. You barely know where we are.
I want you to tell the story, but I just wanted to preface that because it makes me feel sad that I wasn't part of and able to help you out of this.
You listened.
I'm a good listener.
We went into this party. I went in cool. You know what I mean? Cool, relaxed. And we knew we were going with these friends that we had. We have a very, very casual relationship with them. And our advice to everybody is always no expectations. And that's how we roll. We always roll. And we even made it absolutely clear to them. And they made it absolutely clear to us. Look, no expectations. We go there, have fun, but free game. And
absolutely.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I screwed it up because I'm a loser.
No, you're not a loser, but we make mistakes.
People tell me, Richard, you're the best. You know what you're talking about. Richard, you got type 4 diabetes. Type 4 for pulling all that sweet ass. That's why. I told somebody I'd put that joke in there. But no, Lauren, no. I'm hanging up my swinger badge.
What could you have possibly done?
Oh, Lauren, I love that you're feigning confusion. I know you know the story, but you're being a great co-host right now. I appreciate it. Done so much bad. I'm going to tell you the story in a second. But first, I want to reveal something about the lifestyle that I don't hear people talk about. As wonderful as it is, and it is wonderful, we are the salesman in the car dealership. There's only so much that can go around. And sometimes you feel that clock ticking and who's interested, what kind of car do they want, and can I close this? Can I close this deal, right? And there's a lot of pressure there. That's why, as wonderful as it is, it can feel a little bit ruthless. Now, you pile emotions on top of that. There's no emotions in selling cars. And
they didn't like me.
I thought they really liked me. But now you're piling on who I am as a person, what I look like. Was I funny? Did I offend them? All of these things.
We're so vulnerable.
Right. Now, oddly enough, I don't know if you know this, Lauren. I used to be an actor. True story. And from what I've heard, you were also in the entertainment industry?
I may have been. Yeah, I may have dabbled in the modeling and the commercials.
Right. Now, this is one of the things that I believe gave us a little bit of a leg up in the lifestyle, in that one of the things that you have to do in that industry, you already know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
Is when you go in and you audition for something, whether it's a commercial or whether it's a TV show or a film or whatever, when you walk in that door and you sell yourself, sometimes they go, nah.
Yeah.
And you live with it. You stick it on your soul. And years after years after years of that, you have to learn how to just, I don't know, you just deal with it. You're just like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Right.
And you're just able
sometimes
to
you get feedback and sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you just never hear from them again. And you're like, they were so nice. They were so,
they said they loved me.
And they chose another person. Like so you have to learn how to cope with that thing that you are in fact not in there selling cars. You are selling yourself. And everything about that no was about you. It was 100% about what you did, how you looked. Everything was about you. They said no to you. Especially when they said their performance was terrific.
Yeah.
Oh, so then it was just me. That business was ruthless. There is a ruthlessness to having not only people that you're exposing your vulnerabilities to, but now people that you have friendships with, those feelings start to intertwine. A friend that comes in and starts to twist your feelings into a knot. Things can get very, very twisted. And at the end of the day, the goal is to get into that brand new car, that shiny, hot, tight, brand new car with really, really big headlights. That's your goal. So as a lifestyle couple, or me anyway, thought that I came to the point that I was like, the best way to deal with that is, and I've been quite successful, just let it all go. Like, it doesn't matter. No one couple is going to change anything. Like, it's just not. So we don't play with them tonight or fucking ever. I don't really give a shit. Like, it's not going to change my life. One couple is not going to blow me away to the point of, oh my God, now I can die. It's just not going to happen.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. But what did matter is that you felt like a friend hurt your feelings.
Right. But I didn't know that at the time because I was fogged by all of the things.
Just tell the people your story.
All right. But if I tell the story, you have to pretend like you don't know.
Like, I've never heard it, but I wasn't there at the party.
Sort of. You have to be a third party, like a therapist.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to do a therapist
voice.
You don't have to do a therapist voice.
I wanted to.
But let's establish your character.
Can I lay down and do? Oh, wait. That's the therapist doesn't lay down.
It's a different character.
Does she have a name?
Deborah.
You're on a first name basis with your therapist?
Her last name is Deborah.
Okay.
Dr. Deborah.
Mm.
Her parents were assholes. Yeah, that's not going to work. You are you.
Mhm.
So now you can lay down. And okay.
Yes.
All right, here we go. We go to this party. A little bit of backstory. We had already played with them before.
Yes.
However, when we played with them, your vagina was closed down because of your HRT and you were having issues.
Right.
At that time, and still at present, you were not with a good husband, me. So instead of saying, we just won't play, I went with, your mouth still works. So I decided.
I hope everyone catches this satire, seriously.
So I decided, I am going to ruin this beautiful, beautiful young lady.
Yeah, I wanted you to.
Which I did. And I feel like I did a fantastic job with. You, however, came off a bit lazy.
Well, we were dirty talking on the side and doing our own thing. But yeah.
Still, you didn't work as hard as I did.
didn't.
That
No.
night. No
excuses.
No excuses. But anyway, there was a sense of anticipation there because he never really got to have sex with you. So, and that was exciting. It was exciting for me. It was exciting for you because there is something sexy about somebody waiting and wanting. And I wanted to see it. I wanted him to have you. It was something I was looking forward to as well. Anyway, so we show up, we meet there, we gather a plan. Let me make it clear. All four of us are highly professional whores.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with if you
No.
want to just be like, hey, do you want to do afternoon or evening or before dinner, after dinner? What are you guys feeling? Because there's all kinds of slots.
We have a lot of ground to cover here and we all know it.
Yeah.
So we come to the conclusion, you know what? Let's just get this out of the way on the first day. Boom, boom, boom. We knock this out.
Yeah.
We have a great time. And then we go out there and we violate the 100 of others.
Yeah. It leaves the party open.
Right. Now, I don't know if it was said casually. I think it was said like really casually, like, so let's fuck later. I think it wasn't like we had hammered it in set times or anything like that.
Alarms.
Late that afternoon, we say maybe before we rest, we go play and then we'll rest. And they're like, yeah, we're down with that. So I, like myself and you, do what we always do, which is keep talking to people for a really long, extended period of time. And I look over and they start talking to another couple. And I can kind of see that they're hitting it off with this other couple.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not bothered by it. I'm like, okay, if they're hitting it off with them, we'll just go nap. That's totally cool. I look over at them and I make the international sign for, I'm going to go take a nap. So now it's up to them to be like, did you wanna, or
we're going
to head out with them. And she says, I think we're going to go hang out with this couple. Totally fine with it. That's totally cool. We're just going to go sleep instead. We got a lot of time ahead of us. No big deal. And by the way, there's no way to really interrupt that conversation. You can't go over there and say, hey, you guys ready?
Well, no one wants to be like, the cock blocker. And,
No.
and as a professional whore, we are able to read like, okay, we know that we already have a connection and sometimes those connections can be moved around in slots. But when it's an instantaneous one, you got to seize that moment.
Right. I'm also smart enough to know that if I or we walk up to this couple and be like, okay, guys, we're leaving. And then they feel a sense like, oh, we have to leave now too. Then that couple is going to feel like that was awkward.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this to anybody.
No, it's gross.
I don't want to be in
bad
that
swing.
I don't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
So instead, we decided to go back. You have to have sex with me, unfortunately. And then we just nap.
Yeah.
Great. Eventually, the next day, it happens. Playtime goes better than expected.
It was really hot.
I think I was not as good this time, but it was still just as good because I love this gal. She's a little fuck me doll and I love it. I love every part of it. I want to put her in my suitcase and take her home.
She's the body type that is your favorite.
Yeah, she's my favorite. And she talks right and she looks right and it's just perfect for me. So I'm very excited about this whole session. I like her husband. I like seeing you with him. It's all perfect. I'm very excited and I'm also very hard.
Yes, I was very excited and you were very hard.
And you were excited too. You were a little bit nervous, but you got over that quickly.
Yes.
Really enjoy watching the two of you and watching him finally get to fuck the hell out of you.
When we were watching you guys, he was whispering things to me. But when it got into with the dominant sex and, like the deep throating and like, oh, yeah, that's it. And just shoving my head down on his cock and just being like, yeah, that's a good girl. You take that. And then the sex part, it was just like that combination for me is my favorite. He was powerful and dominant and he was such a good dirty talker. He had flipped me around a couple times. It went from doggy to back on my back and pinning me down with my neck. He started to get like it was getting really animalistic towards the end. And I could tell he was getting ready to come.
It ends with him coming, the most I've ever seen a man come, to the point where I thought it was fake. to the point where I thought that he had been saving it up since the time we had sex with them last. That's how much he came. If I watched porn, I would have thought that's one of the reasons that this guy does what he does.
Or he has some sort of prop that is making cum.
Right. It's either fake or he did this in his audition. It's one or the other. It got him the job. Great time. 2 thumbs up. Mission accomplished. Now we all have time to go fuck everybody else.
Yes. We've all been christened and now we're free.
Yeah. Christened and Come, which is also the name of the book. Now it's official. Now we can all move on from one another. We're still friends again, not poly. Yeah. But we're all going to spread out now and have sex with literally everyone else at the party because that's what we're there for.
Yeah.
And we're all professionals. And then we'll all come back and we'll compare notes, judge everybody on a scale from 1 to 10, berate the ones who are horrible. It's what we do. That's that. Now, what happens next is I start texting more, like, hey, can you guys meet up? We start having more little staff meetings, all of the things. So we're spending a lot of time together. I realize I'm becoming very clingy, which is the exact thing that I said that I wouldn't do in the first place.
Right.
I mean, we're not like poly at this point, but flying very close to the sun. That night, we're at, I think, like the last kind of final thing to
the theme party or whatever.
Be at, right? And we kind of come to this conclusion. We're like, let's fuck again tonight. Like, that was fun. Let's just do it again.
Yeah.
Tonight. Let's just go back and do it fun. In fact, she wanted to do DVP that day, but he spoiled it by coming all over the place. And we never got to try DVP with her. So we were like, let's do that. So that night, they walk over to us and they say, do you guys want to go back?
Yeah.
Now I, like a moron, am like, yeah, just give me a little bit more. Now, this is
time.
Give me a bit more time. Now, this is a sincere disorder that I have. I have this disorder in social settings that if I leave too early, I'm going to let people down. So if I leave, people are going to be like, what an asshole for leaving the party. It's
feel like the opposite of FOMO.
So I tell her, I was like, I need like 30 minutes to just sort of hang a little bit more, make sure I'm just like.
Did enough FaceTime.
I need closure to all of these relationships, is what I'm saying, right? So they're like, okay, cool. 15 minutes goes by, 20 minutes go. And while it's happening, I'm watching them talk to another girl outside this area. Now, they didn't leave with the other girl, but they start playing like in a public area.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really know what's happening now.
Right.
And I finish out and I'm like, well, I'm kind of ready to go now, but they're involved now. I'm still sort of like, that's cool, like whatever. And then what happens is I watch him finish. And by finish, I mean, I see him come. Now, even though I'm talking to people, there is a part of me that wants to run out there and go, how much did he come? I
heard the glass shaking.
I would like to see what the amount is, because I saw the other amount and I just want to measure this up. Mm-hmm. But the other side of me was like, well, it's over. Nice.
Yeah, the night's, I mean, you can't.
So I feel like, well, now I'm fucked, right? So we didn't do anything else, and I walk out and I'm like, I say goodbye, and I'm just like, well, we're just leaving, and good night. Everything's still not bad, but it goes on my brain and it's not sitting really well. And we're leaving in the next morning. So I expressed that, and I'm just like, well, I'm just kind of just not happy how it ended, because like you said you're going to be with us, and then I just wound up like unloading all of these emotions on them about how they left me stranded and alone forever. And now I'm being deported. I thought we were poly.
Yeah, you unloaded like he did.
Not that much. It was wrong. It really was, because then they wound up being hurt, because they were kind of like, well, what the fuck? We asked you to leave. What was I supposed to do? While we were waiting around, a random girl started giving me a blowjob. You were supposed to say, no, thank you, ma'am.
Slap her face.
I'm taken.
See that one saying his goodbyes to everyone and getting his closure?
From those strangers.
It's his issue, not mine.
As hot and as young as you are, you may not suck my penis. Makes perfect sense. It can be absolutely ruthless. Let me tell you why. Because as long as I've been doing this, your acquaintances will absolutely steal the people that you're trying to fuck. If they're hot enough, if they're good enough, if they're attracted to them, they will absolutely use you to get some.
Absolutely, they will.
To get some dick or pussy. As crude as that sounds, I was just going to say. To get some.
Sorry.
If anybody didn't know what some meant, it means some dick and some pussy. But you know, that awkward moment where you're hitting on a couple and then your friends walk up and they start talking to you, and then they slowly turn to that couple that you're hitting on, and they're like, "Oh, hi. So who are you guys?" And you're like, "I know what you're doing." This happens all the time.
Hey, we're friends with them. Introduce me to your friends.
Because there is no chat within the lifestyle other than don't fucking touch them. Which is what I will say.
You have done that before. Yeah. These are mine.
Keep your fucking hands off of them. I saw them first.
Right.
Which catches people off guard, but at the same time is like, hey,
at least let me play my game first.
Yeah.
And if they decline us.
And there's nothing wrong with saying it in a polite way, which is like, hey, I'll introduce you, but back the fuck off. But then there's another side of it. You don't really know if that other couple is into you, and maybe they will click with that other couple, because in this world, we've all been in this situation. We're talking to a couple, or we're casually talking to another couple, maybe over a couple of hours, even over an entire day. And then in walks another couple that you think is half as good looking as you or half as good as you. And then they just stroll off together and go fuck. And you're like, what the hell was that? Working this for 8 hours. Are you kidding me? And the thing is, you don't know what the details are. You have no idea what's going through people's minds. You don't know. You have no idea.
I literally had someone on Instagram tell me this entire story that was exactly that. Yes. And he was like, I don't get it. We were younger than them. We were in better shape. And then we had been talking to them. It was a 4-way connection. And then boom, this couple comes floating up, older, not as fit. And then boom, they took them away. And we were like, what just happened?
It happens all the time.
Yeah, it does.
You have to look at yourself and go, I don't know what they were looking for, but whatever it was at that moment, that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, that's why I say timing is so important. You just don't know.
I know I was feeling insecure about a lot of other things as well. Mm-hmm. And I dumped it all into the same pile. And it was just like, and there.
Yeah.
You're part of that too. And I think fairly they were like, it had nothing to do with that.
We aren't responsible for any of that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they took partial responsibility of like, well, maybe we should have, come over and just, maybe we should have communicated a little more clearly.
Maybe a little text.
But I don't even know really if that's a fair assessment. I think it was 99% on us. In real time, they had no idea what was going through our head. Because I'm sure as I stand here, I'm actually sitting right now, in case anybody just makes me a liar. I'm sure as I sit here, if I had said to them at any point that night, listen, I was really looking forward to tonight. We're about to go, but I can see you guys are busy right now.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's up? I can pretty much guarantee you that she or they would have been like, we'll find a way to wrap this up.
Yeah. We'll meet you at your room in like 10 to 15.
Relatively sure.
If I were to point the finger at you, which I am going to do.
Thanks.
You didn't communicate with me really what you were feeling. And I was like, okay.
Well, you actually said, what can I do to make you feel better?
Yeah. The next day, you didn't really like divulge like your thought process and how it was affecting your feelings. So I couldn't help guide you in a certain way or help you compartmentalize what was actually happening and what you were overreacting with. And like you said, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this stuff. Things come up. And the other thing that needs to come up is communication to me, because I was kind of like, what's happening?
I don't think I knew why I was upset about it. I felt one way and then realized I was just being stupid. These actions are not friendship based. When people want to fuck another couple or they want to be another couple, it's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't enjoy you. It's not because you don't make them laugh. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. I think it's important to keep in mind that because of this mistake, I'm being deported. I don't know how, but that's what happens.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's the lesson I learned.
What would you call that lesson if you had to sum it up?
What is my mantra? Your mantra may be different. I want to make deep connections with people. If that's your thing, go make deep connections with people. Spend the night making deep connections. And then maybe the next day you want to play. That's great.
Yeah.
If that's your thing. But whatever your journey is, I want to have shallow sex. I want to fuck strangers. Whatever it is, stick to it. Don't turn around midway and pivot.
I think that's helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard, for finally answering my question.
Is our time up?
Yes.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
I'll see you next week.
I'm going to lay out.
Do I pay up front?
At the checkout, there's a person by the door.
Okay.
Just take it and then come back and leave a tip on the table.
Do you take Discover?
The only Diners Club.
I just need some closure, a little closure. I just need some closure. Like you
If you're listening to this, we really appreciate it.
Sponsors help, but our members through Patreon make a huge difference in our lives. Go to room77life.com and click Become a Member.
Who are those people who reached out last month?
Thank you to C&M, Giuseppe, the Yellow Couple, Udo, Bryant, Sarah, and Davis.
Thank you, all of those silly names, for your support. We really appreciate it. Please go over to Room 77 Life and become a member. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go leave a positive review.
Or for more information, go to room77life.com.
Thanks for stopping by Room 77.
We had a blast.
Now get your clothes and get out.